Hello and welcome back to another episode of Thrifty Thursday. My name is Marina and this is our channel Visit Viegas. Last week's episode was really fun. For the Thrifty Thursday episode, we ended up doing a furniture repair from a couple pieces that I had purchased recently that needed some fixing up. So that's a super fun episode that is up now, and Max, my husband, makes his first debut on our YouTube channel, so that's really fun. And this has just been a really fun few weeks of getting to start this new form of vlog content with everybody. So thanks for being here and supporting our channel. It's just fun, exciting, new, different. All right, let's jump right in to what we have thrifted. All right, this piece is another addition for one of my coffee table book pieces. This is called Decorating Style, The New Look of Country from Country Living. It is, I feel like, a little bit of the word old world, which we currently use, I think, more regularly than the word country living, but it has a great set of, this is just kind of classic. Some of the things in here do feel dated, and other ones feel a little bit more timeless, which is kind of a great way of being able to pick your own designs for your own home. When you can look in an older book and see something that feels still attractive today without exactly being able to put a time frame on it, that is a huge helpful way when it comes to either buying furniture or making design decisions for giving your home a more timeless look and feel. Whereas some of these things like color and the brick, some of that makes it just a little bit more dated. That is just part of the times. We live and learn and enjoy the now, because I think no matter what, if there's a trend out there that you enjoy and you like it, it's your home, your space, your place. I greatly enjoy not doing things totally by the book. And my mom always taught us, when it comes to decorating, to stop following all the rules. Not necessarily to following the rules of the house, but when it comes to decorating, to stop following all the rules. And I have a really fun blog post about that actually on our website. It's visitviegas.com. Super fun story there. And then I even have some more fun stories on about Max and I, and a little bit of our story and how we got this home. I don't know, it's important to me, so I find it amazing. But this book is really chock full of some fun, timeless, cool pieces. So I'll go ahead and do an aerial shot so you guys can see a better view of it. But I love interior photography. I might need to clean this. Next, I got this from a thrift store. And when you see the bottom, you're gonna be like, but when you look at it from what it is, it's a little cutie. It's a flower vase. I think it's probably from the 80s, but it feels a little more timeless. I don't know, maybe it doesn't have any gold etching on it. Flowers, it's literally just an all white piece, but it's really cute. And sometimes when I'm styling sections, I might have a lot of pieces that are really flat or all the same height. And so this being the height it is, but having a flat bottom, would make it really easy to stack on top of a book like this, or more books, and then being able to add something inside of it. Having that variety of height really helps when it comes to styling sections. And so I thought that was a good option to add to what I have at the house, so that way I can kind of play around with different height styles, colors, different textures. So a lot of the decorative pieces I have at home are all brass, and so adding a white porcelain option was just kind of a no-brainer when I saw it. This is, I got two paintings that are a little out of my comfort zone. So I've been sharing about how I'm trying to add more paintings to my home. I want to add more dimension to the house with the things I hang on the wall, kind of like how I was talking about earlier with pattern, texture, colors, and things like that. When it comes to things you hang on the wall, I feel similar, that having paintings and portraits, landscapes, I don't know, there's just a way to add more depth there than only printed photos. I saw the back of it first, and that's when I knew that it would be a good piece because of all the layers of wood on there. I wouldn't say that this is the most amazing painting I've ever found, but what I like about it is a couple things. I can always take this painting out, and now I have a good frame for another painting. A lot of paintings that I've found lately have a very regular theme of it's always like a bowl of fruit or a pitcher or both, maybe a couple flowers. So I don't want to keep collecting the same style of photo, but if I like the frame, it kind of helps, especially if I can find it at an affordable price. I picked this one up because it felt worth it. One of my favorite things to find with frames are when there's a little piece of fabric around as a border. I like what it adds. I do have one photo that instead of fabric, it has green felt, and that was like, that's one of my favorite pieces. You remember a couple weeks ago I mentioned how it's great to write down frames that you have that are empty and what their dimensions are, and then pictures you have that don't have frames and what those dimensions are. So that way if you're ever out in public and you run into a piece that you're like, oh, I kind of like this, do I have something at home that will work? You can measure it then and there and then be able to bring it home with the confidence that you have something that will work with it already. Especially because frames can get expensive. So if you find a painting that you like and it already feels pricey, if you have a frame at home that you've already purchased, huge difference in being able to invest in a painting that you already like without having to worry about paying more for another frame if you've already got a piece that works at home. Okay, and speaking of repetitious, I also found this at an antique mall, I believe. I got this one before the last one I just showed you. I liked that it was muted tones for a painting. I felt like the colors were a little easier to work with as far as something that was like mature and timeless. I'm always hunting for something that feels like it wasn't painted today. I really want to find paintings that feel old, timeless, they've been around the block, even if they have a little bit of damage on them. I find that charming. This is another painting I acquired. There's two other things I want to share today that are not from thrifted places, but I feel like they do a good job of bringing a thrifted element or a timeless element to home. I think I've seen this posted probably at least 10 times. As soon as I saw people sharing it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. You know, a lot of people don't like buying things from big box stores if other people have it, but honestly, this was a great purchase. So this is a $12 print that looks like a painting from the Studio McGee collection at Target. The reason why I think this is such a great addition, not only for me, but really anybody, the price, $12, fantastic. The second reason why I feel like it's worth getting is because of the size. If you were to get a large scale piece of furniture and you've seen it in 100 homes, that could probably feel a little tiring. Because this is a small, I don't know if I'd even call it a statement piece. It really blends with other stuff. And because of that, I feel like it really makes it easier to not feel like you've seen this in everyone else's home. I think it's more worth it. So I do have that linked if you'd like to go shopping for it, because I have noticed that they've been running out in stores in person, but it is, in my opinion, worth it, and I love it. And it even has, it feels like it's printed on a canvas, like a painting. Super love this find. I could talk to death about it. I did just post an Instagram reel with it yesterday, sharing about how I would style it in my house. So I have that under my fireplace mantle refresh. My last share of the day that is also not thrifted. I went to Home Goods last night with Max. We found this mortar and pestle, and it feels like something I would thrift. And it was such a fun, it's really made out of, it says handcrafted in India, and it is heavy. And oh my gosh, it's just, the colors are amazing. Sometimes it can be so easy to go thrifting and feel this forced feeling of having to find something that is trendy now, but for less money, that is secondhand. And sometimes these bigger stores can nail it too. So it's kind of nice to find something at an affordable cost. This was literally $6.99, which shocked me. Anyways, there's a ton of variation in the color and fun kitchen gadget to add to the house or even just use as decoration. Those are the few finds that I have to share with you guys this week. I think it's a great reminder that sometimes you just gotta jump to a couple different stores. Maybe you need to get out of the normal places you shop, drive a little bit further, and as always, check out Facebook Marketplace, because that has some really cool gems. Sometimes people just don't want to hold a whole garage sale, but they might have a couple items for sale that are really worth looking at. I have definitely found some great Facebook Marketplace finds for my house that feel just as unique and different, and it didn't have to come from a thrift store. My name's Marina. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. We always have a lot of stuff going on our Instagram and TikTok, so check us out over there. If you liked today's video, go ahead and leave something in the comments. Let me know what your favorite find of this week was, and I'll see you guys next week.